Right. What we're making is we've just created a new waterfall for the pond, and where the water returns into the pond, we thought we'd just we'd plan on making a watermill eventually, but while we've still got a great big gap in it and the water returns in, we thought we'd put a bridge on the railway itself where the waterfall comes through. So what I'm making is a quick girder bridge. This is where it sits into the bridge. This will be the girders. It's got to bend slightly, but Foamex will bend. You know, in fact, what I'll do is when I get it all made up, I'll get it in and pin it in position. And that's all it is, this bit. And then the other side, just the back bit. Nothing major. So I'll carry on and put all this on, and I'll show you how I do the middle bits. And then we'll put some rivet detail in, and I'll show you how we do that on our little riveting machine. Right, so I've glued all these in. So I've left a rebate all the way around on this side. This is the side obviously facing us. Glued some 1/4 inch ones in to make the horizontal beams. Just going to pop the last one in there like
vertical.
That. Vertical. And then what I'll do then is I'll show you I'll make some riveted pieces to go in the inside of these. And I'll put them out and I'll show you how I do that. I'll carry on. I'll pop this one in. It's simple really. Just literally make sure you got some lines to keep it straight. Anything what's bent wouldn't look right. And that's the first part of our girder done. Now what we've done, we've kept that's the outside. This will go against my track on this side, so what I've done is I've just kept that plain. Where my baseboards fall, they're about 1 inch there. So that will drop right down to there, so you don't see that much from the inside, and I'd rather not have my engines catch the edge of it. This side's covered over by the side of where the bridge is going to go, so we'll just stick with that. And so what I'll do now is, like I say, I'll just get some riveting done and I'll show you how I fill that in. Right, this is my little riveting machine. Now I got this as a kit. You get obviously get the bar, the main bar, piece of bar for this part. I ain't quite sure if I did or I didn't, but I made this handle, little piece of brass to make little screws for adjustables. This has got on this side, this one adjusts so you can set your depth. So I've been doing brass on it. This one you can set the depth on there, so that'll adjust so you can get the depth of the rivet. In there's a little point, watch as you compress, goes into a little bush in there, and that forms our rivet. So what I'll do is I'll clamp it in here. This is from Model Engineers Laser company near Doncaster. A chap called Malcolm High who does them. I think the kit when I bought it was in the 20s, 20 or 30 pound. You can actually buy them made now. He does make them and sell so many at the model engineering shows. Absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Both me, Keith and a few other people have used it. So if you're doing some of things like this and you set it to the centre, or what you think is the centre of the rivet, you get it lined up so you're on there, pop it in and press, have a look at it. So it's just slightly too far, so that I would just adjust and just bring it back a touch and then redo it. That one, and you're just trying to get it so where you're happy with it. Once you've done all that, tighten everything up. This screw holds this in so you can make bigger bushes, make bigger distances. That piece comes out, the plunger comes out. So there's loads of different ways of setting it up. So when we're going to start again, we'll just pop out in. You keep this edge touching the back and press. You pull it back so it's pulled it back onto the thing and press.
You feel for the
previous... So you go in like that. So you're pushing that rivet back to there. You're pushing that one back to that. Keeping it in line with the metal bar. And then just work your way along. If you do model engineering, well, not so much modelling, any modelling at all, this is a fabulous piece of kit. It really is. We share ours, me and Keith, but Keith wants his own. He's determined to have one now. So I think we're going to get one. And obviously he'll just make it up here. Do the machining on it. Because there is a little bit of machining to do to make the actual kit itself up. And I'll go right down the bar and then you can see the action. As long as Pat keeps the camera out of the way, I keep hitting it. It's a lovely piece of kit. I mean, if any of you wants to have the address or the what you call it, webmail address of Model Engineers Laser, I can get you it, or it's on the web. Malcolm, you see at most engineering shows, lovely chap. If I make a model like the Garretts and what have you, the one thing I don't make is my frames. It's a lot simpler just to get your frames laser cut. He does various models you get in 16mm, and just order the frames from him. It's a lot simpler. Takes hours out of work, and all the holes you need are already then pre-lined. But this, I just love this machine. It's so easy to do.
You sort of get into a rhythm.
You do. You sort of just work your way along. Now I've allowed a 1/4 inch strip on this one. It's a bit far away from my normal vision thingy. But there we are. Straighten it back out again. And if that ain't good, what is? Right. What I'm doing now is I've done 3 or 4 of the rivets. Pat will sit and do all the rest. Just sit and make them up. What I'm now doing is cutting them to length. So it's 40mm Plasticard. 40 thou, sorry, not 40mm, 40 thou Plasticard. Rivets done on that little rivet machine. I trim them so I get them in pretty tight. Pop it alongside of there. Like that. That's the first one. I'll just take a little bit more off. Sometimes you do lose a little bit of the rivets in the corners. You can't get them exact every time because it's not how it works, you know, it's not always so easy. But a little bit of careful thinking, a bit of planning, you can more or less get them all to match up. So we're going to cut that one, pop that one in there, and it's just a little bit big, so I shall trim a piece off. Just check the end, see which is the best end to check it off. Like so, and drop that one in. And then do a bottom one. Just mark it with a pencil. It's like a little bit of practice to get these in to make them look anything, you know, tight and what have you. And then just one at the top. Again, look at where that rivet is. Look where it's falling. That's not so bad, that one. Chop that one off. Push that in there. A little bit of glue on there. Just be careful you're not going. Now it's just a little bit of super glue, so I'm just trimming that off. That's it. That's better, just so it makes it go nice and flush back again. Sometimes you think something's easy and it takes you ages. And then push that back up, and there, that's actually cut that one a little bit too big, too small. That again, I think it just caught on that glue. That's better. Yeah. That's it. So I'll cut them. I make them so they're all nice and neat first, and then what I do then is I pop them out in the order they needed to be in. Get me super glue. Still got a bit then. Get me right piece back. That's it. And then just careful. I think I'm running out of super glue on this one. That could just be the ends blocked. Yeah. Trouble with using activators, if you get activator on the end of the tube, of course it activates it and sticks it. So that one was the first one. Pop that one in. Pop that one in. Pop that one in. Just make sure I pick the right bit up. No, I didn't. It was that one. Yeah, there's a bit of glue there. Get that one in nice and tight. That's it. Press them in so they're nice. Actually, no, I like to wipe things down. I'm sure I'm getting a bit OCD like Keith. And that's our first part stuck in. Work our way along, and that looks quite effective as a girder bridge. Right, so here we go. Our rivets. So pop one in. Check the ends, just mark it, try and keep it to a full rivet if you can. If you can't, you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. But if I trim that one and trim a little bit off that one, I should just be able to get it. That's it. So it is actually easy just to stick them in as you go in, and then you don't mess it about. Or trying to demonstrate with a full, doing a full in one go, wasn't really the answer. That's that bit in.
That's stuck down.
That's it, make sure it sticks. Chop the other long one. Again, just check where your lines are. Just cut beyond that one, and then just try it. Yeah, trim a bit off there. Try it again. I don't mind doing this a couple of times to get a reasonable fit. That's it, nice and tight, nice and snug. Straighten it out a little bit. They do go a bit bendy when you put them through the riveter. Just bend them a little bit. It's on it, the Plasticard, so it goes straight back. Pop it straight back in. Turn it round. You want another one for there. That looks pretty reasonable actually. So I'll mark that one. Again, I'd rather just cut it a little bit big just in case. And there we are, look, I went for what I thought was a little bit big, fits dead on. push it in, try not to get your fingers in it. Same with the next piece. I just straighten it out so it's just takes that little bit of a bend off. Push that in there. That's a tricky one. Try and put that back to there. Turn it that way around. That's better. Lovely.
So when you say this is an sort of upside down bridge,
most of the supports underneath the bridge.
The actual bridge bit's just that narrow bit at the top?
No, the old bridge is the whole thing. But there's a lot of bridges where they're built up from the track.
Picture. That's it.
Bit of railway track. Where I had a piece somewhere.
I saw a piece. Where did I see a piece? In that corner. I'll get your
There we are.
Oh.
Right. Most railway tracks, a bridge, would go there. So it's higher up than the track. Do you know what I mean? So you're putting the weight on top of the framework, so it makes the same. But a lot of them used to drop them down. So it was that way around. That we've done it that way because we wanted to, you know, to not add a massive amount of area in, so it will be about that height. But you can do it if you wanted to do a girder bridge up or down, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because we want this to cover a certain...
We're covering up the front of our baseboards on the, what you call it, the railway itself. So I'll just quick show you this one. So again, this is just the end. I don't know if you can see from there.
Yeah.
So I'm just literally going to draw my line, pop that one, test it, make sure it goes in. Just a tiny little bit tight.
So how many lengths of rivets is that?
This one I did it with 8.
Is that like one sheet of Plasticard?
Oh no, it's a quarter.
A quarter?
Yeah. These are 1/4 inch strips. If it was Plasticard comes in 9x12s from our local model shop. 9x12s, if you do 8, that's 2 inches off in the 12 inches run, so it's literally a sixth. No, about just under a quarter. So now you can get lots and lots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this first, and I don't like that bit. There's a piece. This is stingy, being thrifty. You don't waste.
Plasticard, because it's not...
Well, yeah. I mean, this old bridge, when I work out with the Plasticard, the glow, the piece of Foamex, which is minuscule amount for this piece. This was a piece which was 5 inches by 2 foot. So I just cut 5 inches off a big piece. As it works out, you get four pieces, so they're like £7.50 a sheet at 4x2. £7.50. If you cut 5 inches off, how much you paid? 90p, something like that. The Plasticard, 20p, 30p. Glow, you're not using that much glow. That'll fit better in the bottom, I think. Let's take a little bit off. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, this is a bridge you could probably build about £3. Yeah. It's on your front because our actual railway is there. It's raised up in the air, and we're just covering, making it look as though there's a bridge there. I mean, it'd go around if there was a bridge, because it does. But the way we've done the pond, we can show that, and we'll put it onto a DVD so people can see what that bit is. But it's just a little feature, isn't it? It just adds.
So there will be another side. There's two sides.
Yeah, there's two sides to the bridge. I'll probably do the other side. Nobody will ever see it because it's going to be... It's on the other side of the track. It's not something you can see.
Well, you can have your sort of filming it.
If you filming it going around, you would see just the inside of that. But we've kept that smooth purely because we don't want the trains hitting it. The last thing we need is derailments at the back of the pond. So there we are.
So how long's that taken?
What, to actually make the bridge?
To make that bit.
About an hour. Now a couple of hours. We started after tea, so there's the first part. I think I fancy cutting 2 more pieces of Plasticard to 1/2 inch, and then rivet both sides and put it on the top. That might look quite nice. So I think we'll just do that. And turn it round.
Steve's actually concentrating, but what he's actually doing is putting 2 rows of rivets on this band.
That's it. And what we've done is we've done a double row, and what we're going to do with those is you're just going to put them on the top of there, on top of the Foamex, to give it the final finish.
Just move it out slightly.
So now I'll go on and stick these on. You're roughly where we are. And the easiest way to do with these is just to literally spray that bit first, turn it over, and you're overlapping at that end all the way down. Get your fingers off it. And that is the riveting on the top. Again, it's more, a bit like a Girder bridge, you know. So there we are. That's one side completed. Took us a little over about an hour and a half to complete this bit. It's only 15 inches where the gap is. We've made it like 22 from there to there, just so it drops it in. We've riveted it on the top, we've riveted it on the end, and there. I mean, riveting, you can, with this little machine, you can do what you like. It's endless. You can rivet inside the inside. You know, just cut something to fit the inside of them as well and rivet. But I'm not going to go that far. This is far enough for what I want. we'll spray our bridge colours, and we'll test it tomorrow and show you what it looks like in position.
Okay, so there we are, there's the bridge in place. It looks quite nice. So we're just going to see, hopefully an engine will be coming over, or should I say loco. What have we got coming over? Who's coming across the bridge?
I think it's X.
X. Right. So X will give it a test run. Let's move back a bit so you can see. He's just about to come past the signal box, and there he goes. So he's just christened the bridge for us. We're more than happy with that one.